Are you stuck in that frustrating gray area where they're hot 1 minute, the cold next minute, and you're left wondering, what exactly are we? So today we're pulling back the curtain. We're going to find out how they truly feel about you, their hidden intentions, and how they view your role in their life. And for those of you who need the absolute unfiltered truth, I've linked your extended readings in the description, where we're digging into the exact reason holding them back from committing, their next move, and the ultimate 6-month outcome of this connection. So take a deep breath, focus your energy on your person, and choose from the 3 options in front of you. And let's get you some clarity. Hello group 1, if you guys picked the first image, let's get some messages about the person on your mind first, and then we'll move on to your tarot cards. Spirit, please give us some messages about the person on group 1's mind. We have bouquet that says compliments from an admirer. Please give us some messages about the person on group 1's mind, Spirit. Broken ring that says parting of the ways in either romance or business. Bell that says announcement. Please give us some messages about the person on group 1's mind. And we have desk that says pay attention to your work. So group 1, I feel like in your case, this was a connection where this individual could have pursued you. It could have started off as a crush. It could have started off as them being your secret admirer, and then they could have made their move. And I feel over here with the energy of broken ring, honestly, I don't think you guys were committed and then went your separate ways. But yes, this could have been something like an engagement that got called off, or it could have been a promise that they made, perhaps, that they will commit to you, or that they will marry you, or that they will introduce you to their family, but then they did not really walk through on that promise of theirs. It is also possible that after they kind of fell back on their promise that they had made to you, you could have found out from elsewhere that they've started seeing someone else. Or it is also possible that, because this is a general reading, I'm getting all of these messages, they could have used their work or their career or some pressing matter, which at that time required their 100% dedication and their focus and their energy. So they could have used that as a reason to not really take things forward with you. And it is also possible for a few of you that this is someone who could have been a work colleague of yours. I don't know whether you guys still work together or not, or whether you're still connected in some professional capacity. But for a lot of you, maybe that is how you guys had met, or that is where you guys had met for the first time. And when I see bouquet and bell over here, I feel like initially you weren't really, if not interested in, at least maybe I don't think you were paying them as much attention as they'd hoped for. And perhaps initially they did really go out of their way to get your attention, which is why also when they did not really walk their talk, it could have really stung, because you could have felt like, okay, you're the one who wanted me in the first place, and then when you got me, you suddenly did not want me anymore. So that does not make sense. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now to find out more. Spirit, how does the person on group 1's mind truly feel about them? We have the 6 of Swords. How does the person on group 1's mind truly feel about them? We have the 5 of Pentacles. What are the hidden intentions of this person towards group 1? What are the hidden intentions of this person towards group 1, Spirit? We have the 7 of Cups. What are the hidden intentions of this person towards group 1? We have the 10 of Wands in reverse. What role does group 1 play in this person's life, Spirit? We have the Knight of Wands. What role does group 1 play in this person's life? We have the 2 of Cups. All right, so how do they truly feel about you? We have the 6 of Swords and we have the 5 of Pentacles. There is obviously this recognition over here that they've fucked up massively, and potentially to a point where maybe they will not be able to right their wrongs, correct their mistakes. It seems like they're in this very hopeless state right now that, shit, what did I do? I did not think this through. I acted in a hurry. I don't know if there's any going back. Will we be able to recover what we had once? And it's not like they don't have feelings for you right now, just because with the Six of Swords over here, they're very obviously not actively in touch with you, perhaps for a lot of you. They also feel like you have moved on from them, interestingly, group 1. And because they think this way, or maybe they got some proof that you're not really as worked up about them as maybe you used to be, that seems to be bothering them a lot as well. It is quite possible, and I'm hearing knocking, so it's quite possible that if you guys used to have tiffs earlier, you are the one who would always try to maintain peace, try to sort things out. And so maybe they were expecting to hear that knocking from you again, but that did not happen. And maybe that is what led them to this conclusion that you've most likely moved on from them, you've got nothing to do with them. And even though they recognize over here that it was their actions that led to everything falling apart, they still do seem to be very hopeless. There is this, I would say, desire over here, although that desire then gets overshadowed by this hopelessness and sadness over here, but there does seem to be this desire to move past whatever happened, whatever the reason was why you guys like things fell apart or things did not work out, whatever it was. So there is this hope that we can move past it. Maybe someday it'll all be water under the bridge and we can start afresh. But then how to go about it, they don't realize that. And the other interesting thing over here is that we have the Five of Pentacles with desk, which was this career energy. And maybe things are looking up for them now in their career, money-wise, things are better for them. But because of whatever they did while things were not better, that might be one of the reasons why they're like, how do I show group 1 my face again? How do I face group 1 again after whatever it is that I said and whatever it is that I did? There are hidden intentions over here with the energy of the Seven of Cups and the Ten of Wands. Honestly, this person's energy when it comes to you, I won't say that it is scattered, but it does seem like they're very confused. Not necessarily confused about you, group 1, but confused about, and again, the Ten of Wands is in reverse. So this is a repressed burden. These are repressed emotions. They do feel guilty about messing up this connection. They do feel guilty about handling things the way they did, or mishandling things the way that they did. With the Seven of Cups over here, they're not sure whether they even deserve to have any intentions towards you, because they think that right now they're in this no man's land kind of an area. There is no assurance, there is no clarity whether you would be willing to work things out with them again or not. I'm also being told, group 1, that if you guys have any mutual connections, especially for those of you for whom this was indeed a connection that had started at your workplace, they might be hearing different versions of whatever's going on in your life from different people, and that's just confusing them all the more. Some people are telling them that they saw you with someone, some people are telling them that you've most definitely moved on, some people might be telling them that no, group 1 was asking me about you the other day. And because of these mixed opinions that they are getting, and by the way, group 1, amongst all your mutual connections with this individual, there does seem to be a snake in the midst. There does seem to be at least one person who acts like they're a well-wisher and they want to see you guys together. But I don't think that is true. And so very quickly, I'm going to pull out a card and see who that might be. Who is the snake over here in group 1's life and this person's life? We have the Ace of Swords. Any name that popped up in your mind, someone who is very self-righteous, someone who perhaps has in the past been very unnecessarily confrontational with you, someone who has this habit of playing warped mind games. and someone who's always tried to get closer to you, but somehow you always had that apprehension that I'd rather stay the fuck away from this person. So I think it is that person who's acting like a snake right now between you and the person on your mind. So yeah, there is no clarity over here as far as intentions go, but you're obviously living in their head rent-free, group 1. And as far as what role are you playing in their life right now goes, we have the Knight of Wands over here with the Two of Cups. The role that you're playing is that you're, I won't say triggering them, but it's like you're inspiring them to be a better person. Because when we have the Knight of Wands over here, it's quite possible that this individual has a habit of chasing the highs and then withdrawing when it starts getting a bit too real. And of course, in the extended, we'll find out what the exact reason is why they haven't committed to you. But over here, the role seems to be that you inspire them to be a better person. When they think of you, they see you as the person that they would want to give up their old ways for, the person whom they would want to settle down with, the person whom they would want to bond with for eternity. So that is the role that you're playing in their life. It's like you are the catalyst that is helping them transform, helping them become better, become more accountable, instead of running away from their problems, whether it is problems related to this connection or whether it is any other thing. In fact, with the Knight of Wands over here, I'm hearing that this person did have a habit in the past of just making a run for it, the first opportunity that they would get when things would start getting heated, when things would start getting difficult. In a sense, with the Two of Cups over here, and I'm well aware that this is a Cups card, but what I'm being told, group 1, very specifically for you, is that in a lot of ways, you had helped this person to feel grounded or get grounded a little bit. And that might also be something that they're missing right now. Because with this meshing over here of the energies of the Two of Cups, I don't think anybody has actually replaced you in that sense. Even if in this time apart they went on to date other people or you went on to date other people, the role that you played in their life of inspiring them to be a bigger person, better person, calling them out on their bullshit, nobody else has done that yet. Nobody else has filled your shoes that way yet in their life. And they're acknowledging that. And I think this acknowledgement over here that I messed up is stemming from the role that you've played in their life. Okay, so now you can head over to your extended, the link to which is in the description box, where we will be finding out why they haven't committed to you, what will be their next action towards you, and what will be the ultimate 6 months outcome of this connection. If you're new over here, do consider subscribing. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello group 2, if you guys chose the second image, first we will use these tea leaves to find some messages about the person on your mind, and then we will move on to your tarot cards. Spirit, please give us some messages about the person on group 2's mind. We have Rooster, which says an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Then we have Bridge, which says successfully overcoming a problem. All right. What else, Spirit? Please give us some messages about the person on group 2's mind. We have Horse, which says short journey. And we have Eagle, which says triumph over troubles and obstacles. All right. Okay, so group 2. For some of you over here at least, it's almost as if the universe is saying that, girl, you've dodged a bullet. Because, and of course this might not hold true for all of you, in which case of course you are more than welcome to pick another pile, but it seems as if some of you at least are dealing with a person. It's not simply their behavior that confuses you, it is also how they are as a person, like their very basis that you're not okay with. This might be someone who's very arrogant, someone who, when they're good to you, they're very good to you, but then sometimes they end up being very snarky, very mean, very rude, and unnecessarily, that like there's absolutely no reason behind it. And then the very next minute, they start acting as if they did not say anything wrong, they did not do anything wrong, and that you are exaggerating or that you are dragging the whole thing unnecessarily, and it's just absolutely not needed. And that pisses you off, group 2, because you're like, okay, I was at the receiving end of all of those remarks. I was at the receiving end of all of those taunts. How can you expect me to be suddenly okay with it just because it's new day? Like, I cannot forget that disrespect out of nowhere. I cannot just sleep on it, you know? I also feel over here with the energy of eagle and bridge that the person that you're asking about, group 2, is very materialistic. They're very, very career driven. Anything that stands between them and what it is that they want, it's like they don't have time for it. They prioritize their goals over anything else. In fact, with the energy of bridge over here, one of the biggest differences between you and this individual might be that you are emotional and they are very calculative. They think about every move before they make it, and you might be someone who's more heart-led. With the energy of short journey over here, maybe there is some distance between you guys. Maybe you live across different towns or something like that. And so you have to, plan your calendars accordingly so that you can meet. And then too, sometimes they're like, no, some meeting came up or whatever, so I cannot make it today. And even though the whole week or the whole month you were waiting for that one day to arrive. And when things like this happen, it makes you wonder, are you even important to this person? Do they even consider you as a priority in their life or not? Or is it just always their work and their dreams and their plans? Where do you fit into the picture? All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards now, group 2. Spirit, how does this person truly feel about group 2? We have the 9 of Swords. How does this person truly feel about group 2? We have the 5 of Cups. What are this person's hidden intentions towards group 2, Spirit? We have the Sun. What are this person's hidden intentions towards group 2? We have the Ace of Pentacles. All right, what role does group 2 play in this person's life, Spirit? We have the 4 of Pentacles. What role does this person play in group 2's life? What role does this person play in group 2's life? And we have the 10 of Pentacles. All right, so here's the thing, group 2. When I look at this person's tarot cards, and yes, of course, with the energy of Rooster being the first card, there are definitely behavioral problems over here, patterns you're definitely not okay with. But here's the thing. First, if I talk about their true feelings for you, with the 9 of Swords over here and the 5 of Cups, there definitely is guilt and shame around letting you down. They know that they have consistently let you down. I'm not sure whether they ever apologize for it. I'm not sure whether they ever tell you that they're sorry or that they realize that they've, they shouldn't have backed out or they should have cancelled their meeting instead of cancelling on you. But the impact that their actions have on you, firstly, they're well aware of it and they do not like it. Upsetting you, whether intentionally or unintentionally, upsets them as well, group 2. But here's the problem. With the energy of the 5 of Cups being present over here, this is someone who leans more towards, oh, what has been done has been done. Like, what can I do about it? I can't go back in time and fix it. Maybe next time I'll try harder. With the energy of the 5 of Cups over here, they don't want to lose you. I can tell you that. We do have the 4 of Pentacles at the end as well. So it's not that you don't mean anything to them. You do mean a lot to them, group 2. It's just that this is someone who absolutely sucks at showing it, I would say. This is the kind of person who would cry in secret, cuss in secret, someone who would go on a guilt trip, but they're very good at masking it. They won't, all of these vulnerable emotions, these darker, deeper emotions, these heavier emotions, they will not bring these out in front of you. In front of you, they'll be very put together. And because of that, you might feel like, oh, they probably don't care. They do not get affected. But now when I see these cards over here, they do get affected. They do not want to lose you. It's almost as if there is this forbearing sense, or this feeling that if if group 2 slips away from my life, I will regret it forever. There will be no going back. They know that. Also, with the energy of the 9 of Swords over here and the 5 of Cups, they are aware how forgiving you are of them, group 2. And although it might seem like they take it very lightly, they don't. And I think all of this shame is stemming from there, from knowing that they let you down. With the energy of the 5 of Cups over here and the 9 of Swords, this individual that you're asking about, group 2, might be one of those people who are very passive when it comes to their emotions, very active when it comes to career and goals and things like that. But emotions, interpersonal connections, I feel like that is a weakness for this person. Weakness as in, when it comes to these things, they're very passive. They'll keep on wondering about you, they'll keep on thinking about you, they'll keep on beating themselves up for the way they behaved with you, but they won't really get up and get off their ass and do anything about it as such. And that is a problem over here. As far as their hidden intentions go, with the energy of the Sun and the Ace of Pentacles over here, they're actually very good intentions, very decent intentions. They want to put their roots down with you. They want to commit to you. They want to have a happy future with you. In fact, it's quite possible that each time you tell them that, you cancelled on me, but you went to attend that conference, and how is that fair? This is the reasoning that they might give to you. They might tell you that I'm doing this for us. I'm doing this for our future. I want to make more money so that I can give you a better life and things like that. And maybe in that moment, it calms you down, it calms your anger, but of course emotionally it does affect you, and they know it does affect you, which is why they feel horrible about it later on. But it seems over here with the energy of the Ace of Pentacles that this drive over here to make as much as they can, as quickly as they can, even at the cost of putting you or this connection on the back burner, is because they're busy dreaming about this potential future with you. And that is the intention. Again, like I said, emotionally, this person sucks at expressing. And that is the reason why this bright future that they dream of with you, this commitment that they want to give you but haven't given yet, what exactly is the hold up for now? Of course, we'll take a look at that in the extended reading. But yeah, that's why they don't share all of this with you. And then I asked, what role are you playing in their life? And for that, I got the 4 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. So again, with the 4 of Pentacles over here, you're not someone that they want to part ways with. You are not someone they want completely out of their life. In fact, you're very precious to them. Group 2, with the energy of the 4 of Pentacles over here. They're very possessive about you. They're very protective about you. In fact, with the energy of the 10 of Pentacles over here, there might be a reason why they're very particular about whom are they introducing you to, where are they taking you out, or whom do they want. Oh, wait, let me rephrase that. Who should get access or seeing you with them? Yeah, kind of like that. And the reason behind it, again, it's not because they're ashamed of you and they don't want too many people to find out about you guys, that they like you or that they're with you or anything. It is because of how precious you are to them. They have this feeling that the more people know, that thing will then just get spoiled, and they don't want to do that. It's like you saving dessert for the very end so that you can savor it more properly. That is what this feels like over here with the 4 of Pentacles, honestly, group 2. It's like at the end of all of that work, they want to savor you, so that then once all of that has been taken care of, they want to come back to you. And now, of course, the only problem with all of this is that it takes them time to come back to you, and that is what upsets you. So let us get into your extended now. The link to it is in the description, where we will find out what is holding them back from committing to you right now, what will be their next action towards you, and what's going to happen between you guys in the next 6 months, the ultimate outcome. If you're new over here, do consider subscribing. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, group 3. If you guys chose the third image, Let's first take a look at your tea leaves to find some messages about the person on your mind, and then we will move on to your tarot cards. All right. Spirit, please give us some messages about the person on group 3's mind. We have Weeping Willow, which says family sorrow. Please give us some messages about the person on group 3's mind, Spirit. We have Gong, that says an exciting event. Please give us some messages about the person on group 3's mind. We have Unicorn, that says use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Spirit, please give us a message about the person on group 3's mind. And we have Fair Woman, which says dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, grey or white hair. All right. So, and this might not necessarily be a woman with blonde, grey or white hair. It can also be a woman who has a fair complexion. Anyway, so the first thing over here that I see for you, group 3, is that the person that you're dealing with seems to be very moody, all right? And it's very unpredictable with the energy of a gong over here. When they're in a good mood, they'll treat you very well, they'll talk to you very nicely, they'll spend a lot of time with you, they'll entertain you very well. But then if they're not in a good mood, they might be very snappy, and they might, if not necessarily bombard you with their sob stories, they might not match your level of enthusiasm, or they might act as if, or behave as if rather, they're doing a favor by agreeing to go out with you and things like that. And so there's really no stability in terms of which version of theirs are you going to be met with and when. Now, with the energy of family sorrow and Fair Woman over here, I'm seeing two situations or things because of which this person might be moody. Unless, of course, this is someone who inherently, like by nature, if they're a moody person, that's nothing. But for some of you, maybe it has got a lot to do with their internal family dynamics, whether it is family politics, family pressure, their responsibilities, things that go on in their mind. I have to do this, I have to take care of this, I've got aging parents, whatever it might be. So that might be one reason why their mood fluctuates. The other reason that I see over here, maybe she is a point of contention between you guys, or maybe she's someone who is his family or is like his family, and you're not okay with her interference in this connection. You're not okay with the person on your mind sharing everything with her, and then, you know, like this woman gives her input, she gives her 2 cents on the matter, and that pisses you off. You know, like, who asked her? Why is she poking her nose in our affair? And because of her also, sometimes there seems to be a problem in the way things go between you guys. Now, since we have the energy of Unicorn being present over here, I feel like at this time, group 3, it's not this person's intuition, it's yours that is being highlighted over here. You have become so good at telling, at identifying, or maybe even assessing, you know, like this person's triggers and everything, that you are basically playing the role of a peacekeeper right now in this connection. If this person's upset, you walk on eggshells. If they're in a good mood, you try to match their energy. But it might, of course, be taking a toll on you. And one of the biggest issues that I see over here is that when they're going through something, it's very easy for them to talk to you about it. But when you're going through something, it's quite possible that this individual does not even notice. Like, they might not even, especially when they're in a good mood, especially when they're in a very charged energy, they might not be able to see that you're not okay, that you're not happy, or that something is bothering you, that something is affecting you. I don't know if they're like legit blind to it. They're blind to what is causing you distress, but yeah, that is what it feels like. Okay, so now let's take a look at your tarot cards to get more details. Spirit, how does this person truly feel about group 3? We have the Queen of Swords. How does this person truly feel about group 3, Spirit? How does this person truly feel about group 3? We have the Nine of Wands. What are this person's hidden intentions towards group 3? We have the Four of Wands. What are this person's hidden intentions towards group 3? We have the Queen of Wands. What role does group 3 play in this person's life, Spirit? We have the Eight of Swords. What role does group 3 play in this person's life? We have the Emperor. I feel like this person is emotionally extremely dependent on you, group 3. And I feel like it has begun to take a toll on your emotional health at this point of time. Okay, let's get into it. So, their true feelings for you. We have the Queen of Swords over here with the Nine of Wands. I won't say that this person is scared of you or that this person is intimidated. I feel more than anything else, this person feels a need to do right by you because they know that that is what you expect from them. They see you as a woman who, or like whoever you are, whoever's watching this video right now, they see you as a person who knows their value. They see you as a person who is very sure of themselves, and they see you as someone who has this no nonsense attitude, this zero bullshit policy. Despite that, they're well aware that you put up with them. You put up with them a lot. Are they aware that they're moody? Yes. Are they aware that their internal problems sometimes tend to take a toll on their connection with you? Absolutely. But they feel like you're someone worth fighting for. They feel like you're someone worth braving all of those emotional highs and lows for. They, honestly, it's like they know that even if they go looking with the brightest lamp out there, they're not going to find someone like you again. This person is afraid of losing you. They know they're not going to find someone like you in anybody else ever again. Sometimes with the energy of the Queen of Swords over here and the Nine of Wands, and honestly, looking at the cards that came up previously, I feel like this is rather grand coming from this person, but it seems as if sometimes this person feels like you are not being understanding enough. And yeah, you might cackle at it, but it is what it is. They feel like sometimes you ask more and understand less. And it's almost as if they expect you to be more empathetic. They expect you to be more understanding. They expect you to hold space for them much more than you do already. And I don't know how that makes you feel listening to this group 3, because like I said, from what I saw in the tea leaves, I do feel like you're already putting up with too much. One more thing. With a fair woman energy over here, and we have two queens over here, the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So yes, definitely there is some other woman's influence in this connection. I don't see this as a romantic third party angle, because this individual's intentions towards you are the Four of Wands and the Queen of Wands, like, so they want to make you theirs. They want to marry you, they want to be with you, they want to settle down with you, they want to enjoy life with you. Like right now, all of these emotional up and downs that this person goes through, their family problems, they're not necessarily enjoying life, right? So they want to enjoy life with you, they want to have fantastic experiences with you. That is their intention. But I feel like all of these things that they go through in their personal life kind of clouds all of this excitement, and maybe that is why it is a hidden intention at this point. Plus, with the energy of the Queen of Swords contrasting with the energy of the Queen of Wands, they are not too sure whether you would be willing to spend the rest of your life with someone who comes with a family emotional baggage. They're not sure if you'd be up for it. Yeah, and I think that is why they don't really talk much about it, or like to talk much about it, because I'm hearing it pains them because they want it, but they're not sure whether you would be okay becoming a part of that family dynamic of theirs or not, considering the fact, again, that there is someone in their family or a friend of theirs who's like family, or whoever she is in whatever capacity she is associated with the person that you're asking about. They know you're not okay with her. And with the energy of the Queen of Swords over here and the Nine of Wands, it seems as if this person has reached this point of near exhaustion, answering questions you might have about this woman and why she interferes and what right does she have to interfere and things like that. Of course, you're justified in asking your questions, but from their point of view, like from this person's point of view, it seems as if all of their justifications somehow still don't seem to be enough for you. And as far as what role do you play in their life goes, we have the Eight of Swords over here with the Emperor, and which is why I said I feel like at this point you are the only steady emotional presence in this person's life, like the only emotionally steady anchor in this person's life. If this individual has a tendency to ask you before they make any decision, even if it is a very trivial decision, even if it is a decision that, like kind of makes you roll your eyes, like, why do you have to ask me about this? It is because right now in their life, you're the only grounded, stable presence. And that is why I said maybe this connection is beginning to take an emotional toll on you, because essentially, whether it is this person's issues, whether it is their family's issues, you seem to be at the receiving end of all of that unloading that happens. With the Eight of Swords over here and the Emperor, I also feel like another very important role that you are playing in this person's life, although at the moment I don't see them in a very open energy towards this role. Although occasionally, yes, of course, they might be open to it. But basically what it is that you help them understand the reality of a person and of a situation. Maybe they have a particular viewpoint about something, but you help them to see the picture from a different angle. You give them a fresh perspective, the right perspective, the better perspective, and that helps them to make better decisions. It helps them to feel better about the whole situation. And so with the energy of the Emperor over here, I feel like you are very indispensable for this person right now. You're more like an asset who can keep this person on the right path. That is how they view your role in their life. Group 3. So now we're going to find out what is the reason why this person hasn't committed to you just yet, what will be their next action, and what will be the ultimate outcome between you guys in the next 6 months. The link to that extended reading is in the description. Do consider subscribing if you guys are new over here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.